Cabo San Lucas looks easy from the water. Your ship anchors in the bay, a tender drops you right in the middle of the marina, and everything, the arch, the beaches, the tacos, feels like it's a short walk away. The problem is the boardwalk. The moment you step off the tender, you get hit with tour pitches, timeshare pitches, and water taxi offers. And one wrong yes can cost you half your day. This guide walks you through what to do first, what to skip, and how to make sure you're back on the ship with hours to spare. Welcome to Travel Day Trip Ideas. We're about to break down what to do, what to skip, and whether to DIY or take a tour. If that helps, hit subscribe. It really helps us grow. Let's jump in. Stepping off the tender in Cabo San Lucas, you are already in the heart of the marina. No buses, no taxis, no shuttle lines, just a short walk from the pier to nearly everything you will want to do. The tender ride itself usually takes about 15 to 30 minutes, depending on sea conditions and how quickly the boats fill up. Once the ramp drops, you are standing right at Marina Pier 1, with the water on one side and a row of shops, bars, and tour stands on the other. The first thing you will notice is how compact the area is. If you want to head straight to Medano Beach, plan on a walk of about 7 to 10 minutes along flat pavement. The route is simple. Follow the marina walkway, pass a few fishing boats and souvenir stalls, and you will see the sand open up ahead. If you are thinking about taking a water taxi out to the Arch or Lovers Beach, the dock for those small boats is even closer. It is about 3 to 5 minutes from where you land, with signs pointing you toward the boarding area. You do not need to arrange a ride in advance for these, just walk up and ask for the next departure. If you are tempted by a catamaran tour with snorkel gear, those boats leave from the same general area. Booking one ahead of time can make the day smoother, especially if you want guaranteed timing back to the pier. For most of us, though, the best part about Cabo is how easy it is to get around on foot. You can see the marina, the beach, and the water taxi options without spending a dime on local transport. The only real decision is how you want to split your day once you set foot on the boardwalk. For local Cabo tours, I recommend check the description. What is your go-to move when you land in a new port? Walk, beach, or head straight for the water? The moment your shoes hit the marina boardwalk, you are in the thick of it. Every few steps, someone offers you a boat ride, a tour, or a free breakfast that is really a timeshare pitch. The sales come fast, sometimes every minute, sometimes 2 or 3 at once. It is friendly, but it is relentless. Most of these people are just trying to make a living, but you can burn half your port day standing still if you do not have a plan. Here is the reality. You have 3 main ways to spend your Cabo stop. I call them Plan A, Plan B, and Plan C. Plan A is the classic, do it yourself. Walk up to the water taxi dock and grab a ride out to the Arch and Lovers Beach. It is fast, it is cheap, and you can be on the water in minutes. Plan B is the beach day. Head straight for Medano Beach, plant your feet in the sand, and swim or grab a cold drink. No boat required, just a short walk. Plan C is the guided tour, a catamaran with snorkel gear and maybe some snacks and drinks. This is the easiest option if you want everything handled and do not want to watch the clock all day. On busy days, a pre-booked tour is your best bet for getting back to the pier without stress. You can always mix and match, but the boardwalk is designed to slow you down and tempt you into detours. Watch for timeshare booths disguised as giveaways and unlicensed operators promising deals that sound too good to be true. If you want a real taste of Cabo, save time for a Baja fish taco, crispy, fresh, and loaded with lime and slaw. What is your move? When you are hit with a dozen pitches in the first 5 minutes, do it yourself, the beach, or a guided tour. 3 main options shape a day in Cabo: water and sand, or a mix of both. To reach El Arco, The iconic stone arch at Land's End, boats are essential. The quickest route is a panga, a shared water taxi. Fares run $15 to $25, cash only. Glass-bottom pangas cost a bit more, offering a glimpse of fish and rays under the hull. Both types can drop passengers at Lovers Beach, where the Sea of Cortez offers calm water and gentle waves, making it safe for swimming or wading. Cross the sandbar and the scene changes. Divorce Beach faces the Pacific, where powerful surf and strong currents make swimming dangerous. Local warnings are clear. Stay on the Cortez side for safety. Neither beach has lifeguards, so caution is key. For those who prefer comfort and less hassle, small group catamaran tours offer a different experience. These trips include a guide, snorkeling gear, and drinks, and they last 2 to 3 hours. Catamarans handle all logistics, and they time the return to avoid missing the ship's last tender. Booking ahead with a reputable local company is wise, especially on busy days. Medano Beach, just a short walk from the marina, is Cabo's social heart. Beach clubs, bars, and vendors line the sand with music and a steady flow of people. The water stays shallow, making it easy to swim or float while watching boats drift by. Each choice, boat, beach, or both, balances time, money, and comfort, shaping the core of any Cabo day. Every port day in Cabo is a race between your appetite, the clock, and the urge to squeeze in one more view. For food, nothing beats a Baja fish taco. Picture a warm corn tortilla, crisp, battered fish, tangy slaw, and a squeeze of lime. The stands right on the marina serve them hot, but you will pay a little more for the waterfront view, usually a couple dollars extra per taco compared to spots a few blocks inland. If you are watching your budget or want a more local vibe, slip away from the boardwalk. Family-run taquerias inland offer the same fresh fish, often with handmade tortillas, and you will notice the difference in both price and flavor. Let us lock in 2 sample days to keep things simple. First, the premium route. Start early with a pre-booked catamaran tour. You will sail out to the Arch, snorkel at Pelican Cove, and have a guide keeping you on schedule. Drinks and gear are usually included. You will be back at the marina with time for coffee or a quick snack before heading to Medano Beach for a swim or a jet ski ride. There is no guesswork. Your return is timed for the last tender, so you do not have to watch the clock every 5 minutes. If you would rather piece it together yourself, go DIY, walk up to the water taxi dock, pay cash for a ride to the Arch and Lovers Beach, then stroll back to Medano for sun, sand, and a taco stop. Inland, you can get a couple of tacos for what one costs by the marina. Just remember, with a DIY plan, you are the timekeeper. Leave yourself a solid buffer to get back to the ship, especially if lines are building at the tender dock. On the busiest days, a local tour does all the timing for you. It is the easiest way to avoid last-minute stress. What is your perfect Cabo port day? Premium, budget, or something in between? 3. Mistakes can ruin a Cabo port day, and they hit fast. First, saying yes to a boardwalk pitch from an unlicensed coyote operator. These vendors promise cheap boat rides or fishing trips, but without the right permits, there is no guarantee you will get what you paid for or even make it back on time. Second, falling for a free breakfast or free parasail offer. 9 times out of 10, it is a timeshare sales funnel. That so-called freebie can eat up an hour or more with high-pressure pitches, leaving you scrambling to fit in real fun. Third, mixing up the ship's all-aboard time with the real last tender deadline. Miss that last boat, and the ship will not wait. The fix is simple. Book only with licensed operators, walk away from any offer that requires a short presentation, and set your watch to the last tender, not the all-aboard call. For my recommended local Cabo tours, check the description. What is your best trick for dodging boardwalk traps on a tight port day? Missing the last tender in Cabo isn't just a rumor, it's a real risk if you cut it close. The ship's all-aboard time is not the same as the last tender call. That last boat leaves right on schedule, and the line for it can stretch 30 to 45 minutes, especially when 2 or 3 ships are in port. If you show up with only 10 or 15 minutes to spare, you could be left standing on the pier as your ship pulls away. The safest move is to plan your return with a full 45-minute buffer before the posted last tender time. That means if the ship says last tender at 3:30, aim to be in line by 2:45. If you're on a pre-booked local tour, the good ones build this timing in and guarantee you'll be back with time to spare. Cabo's tender drops you right in the action, but every choice counts. Skip the pitch and you have more time for that catamaran snorkel trip, or just a cold drink and a killer Baja fish taco. Thanks for watching. If you want a little help making the day smoother, we've linked our recommended local tours in the description below. And the next cruise port guide is on screen. Click that and let's plan your next stop.